Hello Gemini, it's Lorraine from Insight Readings with your October 2019 insights for the month. I'd like to just mark my website www.insightreadings.co.za. I'm now selling in the little shop that's on there crystals that are double pointed in the stones that are available. This particular one is Howlite, and it's using your throat chakra and speaking the truth. And I just wanted to focus a little more energy on that. I also do a lot of sewing for wall hangings, as well as pillows and soft furnishings that I do myself as well, so made with a lot of love and care. So with that said, I just want to say thank you so much for the support of the channel. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed, please do. It helps grow our channel, and this is passion and how I earn income, and I'm very grateful to you for that. With that said, I'm going to get into our reading as well, and thank you, Gemini. Hi Gemini, I just wanted to read a bit about it. If you are interested in insight, in the Dropbox below this video is all the details. But blue highlight, this is crystal carvings from Australia. The definition is the blue is about communication, which is your throat chakra, and it says helps to connect with your dreams and communicate and express your thoughts and feelings. And you get highlight in the colors. It is a stone that can be colored and dyed, and it doesn't do much to change the quality of the stone, except that the color brings in different energies, and blue would be for the throat chakra. Then we have the white highlight here as well, and it says that white highlight is for dreams as well, and it helps deepen sleep and assists in remembering your dreams. Helps release pain, stress, and anger, because we have the white and the purity here as well. So there we are, Gemini. I'm going to get straight into our reading without any further ado. And thank you once again. Hello, Gemini. Once again with you with your reading. I've put it out to save time. I've asked for guidance with guides and spirit guides. And our message is a lot of reversed cards. In fact, every single one is in reverse, and this is stuck energy. I'm going to go into our reading card for card. We'll start off with our first card, which is the Page of Bees. Now, this could be somebody in your life. We have two court cards, but it can also be your own energy, because you are air energy, which is the bees or the wasps, air energy. So in the past, we have the Page of Bees. Now, page is normally about information that you receive, if it's not a person, because of the feathers that are there. And if it is a person in your life, in the past, it would be a younger person, somebody in the teens. But for me, this is about clarity and about information that is brought through in an analytical way, because it is your air energy. So the Page of Bees is always about challenges that lie ahead, and it would pay to just be sharp and single-minded and to keep your wits about you. This page could deal with contract or legal issues as well, because of the swords, legal profession that needs your attention. And if it is a person, he's clever, and he's an advocate who is good with words, and he can turn negatives into positives. So he's intelligent and charming, and he often brings news. But this page is in reverse. When he's in reverse, it's something that tells you that there was delays with legal issues, possible maliciousness around you, or you giving off this energy. This is your energy. And even lies lead to an uncomfortable type of atmosphere that is around you. And as a person, the reverse page brings gossip and interference. So it does say that you need to double check all documents and arrangements. So that's quite a brutal energy there, Gemini, in a past situation. Remember, these are general readings, so put it in the situation that you currently find yourself in, whether it's a relationship, a work situation, a family situation. Take the energies of the tarot as advice towards that situation. So the next card is in your present situation. And we have a major arcana card here, card number 1, which is the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is a card of fate and destiny. It is a major arcana card, so it's something that is quite significant. It's card number 1, which is a new beginning, but also the ending or culmination of a cycle. And the Wheel of Fortune is ruled by the planet of Jupiter, which brings expansion and exaggeration to a situation. And good fortune, it's the fate, luck, change card, because as that wheel changes, so does things change. And it's about luck that possibly comes your way. So the wheel is a psychic card because of its association with fate and destiny. So if you have a question about your spiritual development, this card shows that you might be on the right track if this card was in the upright position. But in the reverse, and this is in your current situation, you may be experiencing a downturn in your fortunes, but the change is entirely out of your hands because now it is a major arcana card. So make the experience as positive as you can. There is no blame, only opportunity for growth. When it's major arcana cards, it's dealing with something from the past and now the present. This is fate and destiny. There's nothing you can do about this. If with regards to finances, possibly there's that turn maybe that you could be expecting some losses maybe in your finances. Or maybe even your openness and energy to help attract new people to provide you with choices and new horizons to explore. But in the reverse, those gifts are you paying possibly the karmic debt. Now we are at the karmic, these eclipses are karmic debt that is being settled and paid. And maybe it's from this past energy that this is there. Well, let's move on to our next card in the third position. And this is what is hidden, and it is the Seven of Moths. Sevens are about decisions that are taken, and it is fire energy. Fire is rods, moths is rods, but a seven of moths is about defensive energy. I do believe this is a legal situation here because it's just screaming that out completely. So if you're dealing with a legal situation here, you've been defending yourself as well, because Seven of Moths or Seven of Rods is a defensive type of energy as well. So in this situation, when you're defending yourself, you're normally on higher ground and it's a potential for success and you have the talents and the tools to do well. But it means that you more hard, consistent effort needs to go into facing your challenges for the success and the rewards that you might reap, because they're hard won. You defend yourself here, but when it's reversed, the effort has become too much and you may be tempted to give up even though you have the ability and are capable of doing more. So talk through your concerns and let go of self-doubt. Now this is what is hidden. So maybe you just at that point where you just feel like giving up, but talk through that self-doubt. We move on to our next card, and this is in position 4, and that is about hidden attitudes that are around you and the influences that they have on you. And this seems to be a kind of happiness card or a family card. It's the 10 of Dragonflies, which is the 10 of Cups, having your rainbow, being happy in your family and your home and where you are. 10 is a culmination of a cycle, but it's also the new beginning of a cycle. 10 of Cups is always the rainbow. After success, for success, your rainbow, your blessing, your bridge. The 10 always brings continuing peace with the cups because it comes from the heart. Abundance and happiness, and it's a wonderful card when it relates to families and groups, because it indicates contentment in relationships between generations. It's also the card that can predict love and family, the company of children and younger people, family gatherings, relationships that are very rewarding. But in the reverse state, I mean, this is locked energy. In the reverse state, it's still generally a card of good fortune, although communication probably surface. So think carefully about what you say and write to avoid misunderstandings. A love home may be misplaced because it deals with water energy, love, and dragonflies move fast, they shift and find their next goal as well quite quickly. Okay, so our next card in the fifth position is the King of Bees. Once again, your energy, if it is you, it is a man, or you're dealing with this energy. The fifth position is your best action to take. Now, this is your energy, very much so air energy, which is, and the kings are always about manifestation on the outside. This is a decision or a ruling that is made in an analytical way, without emotion attached to it, decisive thinking, pure logic, can be quite stingy, but there's clarity with this. And if it is a person that you need to communicate with, it can deal with the legal profession as well, lawyers, because of the sword's energy, or magistrates, court system, it can be dealing with that as well. The king normally of these heralds a time for action, because they take they have common sense and problem solving. He's mature, he's reached that place. He can represent the positive influence of a professional man, if this is somebody here, and it's the best. It's in the position of best action to take. So maybe this is somebody you need to deal with as well. As I say, a lawyer or business leader who is clever and witty and ambitious. He sees the big picture and he has energy. However, he bores quite easily and they soon move on because it's air energy. So it's just that movement all the time. But in the reverse, you may face great opposition with this person. And the reverse king is a destroyer, not a builder. And he will use cunning and necessary force to get his way. So it's better to retreat now than waste time and energy defending yourself or your projects. So that's the best action to take in this situation, Gemini. This is a legal situation, and this is karmic influence on this situation as well. There's no doubt about this. Then we have in our sixth position, which is the position of your obstacles and challenges. We have the Eight of Dragonflies once again, walking away from a situation on an emotional level, and 8 is the infinity sign. As you sow, so you reap. The Eight of Dragonflies is always about it's time to go, but the departure is in reverse. The departure only comes after due consideration, thinking about things, or a situation or relationship has now finally run its course, this legal situation, and you have given it every chance. But with sorrow, you need to free yourself from that commitment. And this card can also indicate the start of a great journey. But in the reverse situation, because with the 8 in the upright, you have the courage to move on, to let go. Because it's by divine inspiration, we have this hand here that you can move on, and the courage. But in the reverse situation, you may be leaving a situation without proper consideration. And it's saying, it's a warning to think carefully before taking or making the leap. You could find value here that you have yet to appreciate. And alternatively, the reversed 8 can show that another's poor judgment leaves you feeling absolutely abandoned. So if you followed poor advice, if there was something cunning, there's the price to pay now. sadly. And that's 8, and we move on to another 8, but this is a major arcana 8. And this is the answer or the outcome. This is major arcana, this is significant, this is out of your hands. This is a situation happening. And we have the infinity sign once again here. The strength card is having the strength and the courage to overcome the demons that you face ferociously, but by doing it by gentle wisdom and not by something forceful. And only in that sense can you overcome the demons in your life. But as an outcome card or an answer card, and in the reversed situation, this has significant influence. The strength card, it's the sign of Leo. Possibly the outcome has to do with the Leo. That might be a possibility as well. It's just the zodiac. It is a general reading, so put it in the situation you find yourself in. And the key words for this is to have the strength, the patience, and it's also about health. And it's definitely about a compassionate response to challenges. So in your reading, the strength heralds health, patience, and moral fortitude. It indicates a desire for peace and to protect others, and a commitment to others and projects. It reminds you that faced with a difficult opponent, possibly in the situation here that we did see, maybe confrontation and force will not be the answer, and it's much better to show compassion and grace. You can succeed if you are patient. If you have questions about health, strength reveals recovery and energy. But in the reversed sense here, strength represents fear, hesitancy, and avoidable danger, and it's a sign that your energy level will be low. So think of moving forward in small steps rather than feeling overwhelmed by all that you have to do. So this is a reading that has lots of heavy energies. It relates to karma. It deals with past karma and paying that debt in a karmic sense because of fate and destiny in this. And it definitely seems to have the energies of a legal situation, maybe a bit of divorce, a legal settlement, and endings and finalities to do with the home and information that's come through. The overall here from the Nature Speak Oracle is the Gardenia, and it's about emotional protection. So after having gone through this Gemini, Spirit is saying that you have emotional protection, and maybe if you can, pick a gardenia or something to protect yourself as well. But the gardenia is a very protective flower towards your emotional being. It strengthens the aura so that we are less impacted emotionally by people and events that are around us. I've often recommended, and this is from the book here, Tom Andrews has often recommended to healers and counselors and such to prevent becoming emotionally tied to their clients' issues and problems. So when Gardenia appears, you will see a shift in your emotional well-being. You'll become clearer, and there will be an increasing sense of peace. Issues that you have been concerned about, especially with friends and loved ones, will calm. Focus on your own emotional health. Trust in your thoughts and perceptions. They are much clearer and becoming free of the emotional fog. So there you are, Gemini. That's your reading for the month of 19. It's not meant to be heavy. It's meant to give inspiration and clarity and guidance on how to react and where to react with the energies that you find yourself with and the karma that you're dealing with, as we all are in this very karmic year of eclipses, letting go of things from the past that sometimes we've come into with a karmic debt that we didn't even know we had to deal with, but the culmination of the cycle is here now as well. You have two tens proving that. So thank you, Gemini. That's your reading for 19.